Hi, everyone. I'm your host today, Tom Raber, and this is On a Mission. We have a great guest today. His name is Keith Parry, Invictus Leadership Solutions, LLC. Keith, welcome to the show. Tell us all about Invictus.
Hey, Tom. Thank you very much for having me on today. This is it's a fantastic opportunity, and I'm happy to be here with y'all. So, Invictus Leadership Solutions was born when I was a student at University of Texas McCombs School of Business. And I was doing just basically pro bono leadership consulting and assistance with some of my classmates and their companies. And my professors and my dean said, hey, it's great that you're doing that for your friends, but you should really think about monetizing that and creating a business. If you're good at it and you want to do this, then do it right. So it took me a while, but this summer I founded Invictus Leadership Solutions, and I chose the word Invictus because of the Latin meaning of invincible or unconquerable. And depending upon what definition you use, the one I like is indomitable, unyielding spirit, and stubborn persistence in the face of opposition and challenges. And that's exactly what we're trying to get across to companies, that if you develop your leadership and your teams, that you can have this sort of indomitable or unconquerable attitude and mindset with your teams. I've always believed from the time that I was in the Marine Corps for 30 plus years that it's people first. My leadership is people centric.
Yep.
And the Marines have a saying, and it's mission first, Marines always. And I've always flipped that. I've always put the people first. So Marines first, mission always. And I used to get in a lot of trouble for that because it went against dogma, it went against our doctrine. And maybe it's just a messaging, maybe it's just the narrative, the way I put it, but I've always believed that if you take care of your team, you develop them, you train them, you lead from the front, you lead by example, that there's never going to be a mission or a task that they cannot accomplish. So it
Keith,
may just be semantics, me switching it, but that's what I believe.
You covered so much there, so much great stuff. Marines, the name Invictus, stubborn persistence. I love that. That's probably in the world of business today. If you're not stubborn, persistent, don't expect to succeed. Because you're going to get told no a lot. You're going to be, given the corporate Heisman many times. Tell us more about, how you get engaged with your speaking and different things like that. Tell us how we get you on the platform to share your message.
Well, right now I'm like I said, I just started this company.
Yep.
And I'm in the process of getting my website up and running.
Right.
I do have a company website on LinkedIn. So if you go to LinkedIn and you look for Invictus Leadership Solutions, it'll be there. It has my contact information in there.
Good.
But we are in the process right now. I've developed all of the content for my website, and I'm just going through and working with some folks that know the technology side much better than I do, in order to get this put up there. And it's going to take you through, what's our objective, what's the history of our company, what's our story, our mission, vision, and values, and then what offerings do we have in order to provide to companies or to even to individuals or nonprofit organizations. I've done those as well. So hopefully in the next month or so, we'll have the website at least up and running. And it's going to take some time in order to get it to exactly where I want it, because I've got a vision in my head of how I want it to look. Yep. It's going to take a little bit of time, especially if I'm doing it on my own.
Well, Keith, here's the good news. It's never going to be perfect, but the message is strong. So the faster we get you in front of the right people is where we can get that going to the right places in the right spaces. But more importantly, you have a great story that needs to be told. And there's a lot of businesses out there, a lot of companies, a lot of employees that need to understand and the DNA that make you up and the message of Invictus. Well, man, this is great. Obviously, you're in Austin, Texas. Are you starting in Austin and working your way out, or tell us about where you're going with your message?
I did some engagements in Austin. I also did a couple in Dallas, and then down in Houston as well. So I've been all over the state, at least to the major metropolitan areas, and I'm hoping that I can go across state lines as well. I've got friends that are in Louisiana, a bunch of friends that retired out of the military with me that are still in Northern Virginia. and a lot of friends that have gone to business school and have become entrepreneurs. Austin is just fantastic because it is such a tech hub. You've got so many startups that are here, and the entrepreneurial spirit is just rampant, especially in the tech industry. So it's a lot of those folks that I'm trying to reach out to because, and as I found with the engagements that I've done so far and the courses that I've provided, these folks they're brilliant, geniuses when it comes to the technology and whatever product or services they're providing, but they may not have the leadership background that I have. Right. And I'm happy to share what I have, just as other companies that are in the same space do the same thing. I think that one of the things that differentiates me is I've got a lot of leadership experience in some very austere and dangerous and chaotic environments.
Yep.
And that translates well to today's business world as well, because with the pace of business and the threats that are out there, you need to be able to lead through challenges. And that's one of the things that's one of the actual workshops that I want to develop is leading through challenge and leading through change.
Well, Keith, a lot of good stuff, and some of the stuff you just hit on there with what I call the controlled chaos, to your point, being able to lead and manage through the chaos for success. That's going to be an amazing message. I can't wait to learn and hear more about it. Well, Keith, thank you for being on our show today, On a Mission. We look forward to spreading the word and getting you out there. Guys, if you'd like to learn a lot more about Keith Parry and Invictus Leadership Solutions, LLC, go to dailynewsnetwork.com. And I appreciate and thank you all. Cheers.